It seems like Bond's got my intro sorted out for me, so well met, lords and ladies. Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of like I said, it's nice to see when somebody actually gets gets my intro right instead of the warped presentation that a lot of people tend to endure. But yes, dare I say it's a little bit of a rare occasion. I'm just imagining there was like crickets there or something. Anyways, we're looking at rare today, and they're answering the age-old question of who is Valery. Despite the fact that we met Valery in episode 1, so we know exactly who she is. It's more of a question of, I guess, what she means to Dylan, or I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Did 3 people just drop out of the screen at the same time? Oh, right, it could be the 2 guests that I have in the corner. That makes sense.
Hello.
Hello.
Also, I don't remember if I ever been for episode for this. Maybe I have. Maybe I haven't.
You're going to scream a lot, then.
I mean, oh god. I mean, I like the way the thumbnail looked. I mean, I was kind of hoping that would be a good sign that it would be a really good show.
No,
I was kind of hoping.
You think that sometimes with Gacha, that is the psychology behind it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, the thumbnail looks really pretty. I mean, it looks better than, well, you know, like the tweeting and stuff. And like,
technically, this show is supposed to be called Weird, but because of Spanish translations, weird and rare have the same like pronunciation or whatever.
They're the same word in Spanish.
Yeah.
So the creator's a native Spanish speaker, and it's very clear that that was the reason why this episode was called Rare and not Weird, or the series, I mean, was called, yeah. But yet, it seems that no one's picked up on that, including the creator at this point. Like, no one's thought to questions like, "Oh, you're so rare, Dylan." Like, no one says it. Someone says that, so I don't know.
You're so rare. You're so rare. That's how that works.
Oh my god,
right?
You're so rare. Oh my god.
Okay,
yeah.
but
I was hoping that Adi would like see this video in the chat and actually, you know,
okay.
that he's a translator.
I don't know if this is like a supernatural themed show, but maybe is there like a mystery around Valery about her past or something? So maybe who is Valery could be like a reference to the mystery if that exists. I don't know.
So far, no. So far, we haven't seen anything supernatural.
Nope, it's just your typical slice of life going to high school. Hopefully no one calls me weird. Oh, I mean, rare. Oh, no.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Valery could be someone not who she says she is, but it seems for right now that something happened between main character Dylan and Valery in the past, and so because of that, sorry, I just looked in the chat. Serious question: where do they school? That's a reference from a couple of streams ago.
Also, Prism. I love your profile picture. I think that's a new one. It's a really cool profile picture.
Oh.
I think
look at that art.
But,
Look at that art. Dang.
Also, just so you know, I don't know what has happened. So
I don't know what's happening either. I'm so confused.
No. So what has happened, right? I saw that Jacob sent me the link to be a guest. I was like, cool, get on my computer. I was like, oh wait, I need my phone just in case I get text messages or whatever that I need to answer or whatever. I go over. Not yet. I go to my bed, and I was like, where's my phone? I know I put my phone on my bed, but I couldn't find it. So I've been like searching for it, nothing. So like, you know what? I'll just bring my iPad for my get text messages instead. I don't really need my phone right now. I can look for my phone later. As soon as I sit down,
your phone immediately.
Yes, as soon as I sit down, I look over and it's right in the middle of the bed.
Magic.
I hate when that happens.
Magic.
I hate when I'm like, where's my phone? Where's my phone? I'll just look for it.
I leave my phone a lot. Like, I'll put my phone like on the back of the couch often, but our couch is like a dark brown, and I like have a black phone case on right now. So sometimes my phone blends in, and I forget that I always put my phone there. So I'm like looking around, it's like, where did I put my phone? And then I'll like look around for like 2 minutes. I'll be like, oh, it's where I always put it. Never mind.
It's worse when you like call someone to help over to help you look for something and they find it immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that. Oh God.
Hmm.
What's even worse, I was going to make a joke saying, I think my family dead cat that has been haunting me in this room probably stole my phone for funsies because I don't give him enough attention. Never mind.
I mean,
not my
you know.
phone.
You know, sometimes you just want attention, okay? They just want attention. They don't want your heart. Be with someone new. They just want attention.
I knew from the start.
Oh, also, by the way, Jacob,
Yeah.
you know some of my older Aftermath music videos?
Yeah.
Over the past 2 weeks, they have like gone up a few thousand views randomly, and I don't know
Oh,
why.
What?
It just randomly happened. I mean,
Oh,
it's cool,
yeah,
but it's
you-
also strange. Yeah, I talked to KW about it last night. It was crazy. It was like, dang, like when did all these views happen? Like I'm getting subscribers from them. It's like I blinked, and now all of a sudden they're getting views and stuff.
Right? That's what
I
happened.
looked away for too long.
My
I
goodness.
looked
Yeah,
away.
we have to prepare our next song then. Clearly.
Oh my god, yes.
No, I looked away too long. Like, where I'm like, oh, cool, I got 200 subscribers. 2 weeks later, 280 subscribers. I'm sorry, when? Since when? And no, and it's like, what are you gonna, I think I asked me, like, what are you gonna
No,
do
I
for the
didn't ask you
300?
that.
Oh, no. I
That
said, like,
wasn't
No, we
me.
had a milestone for 250 of some kind. I remember.
yeah, I was like, oh, no, what am I gonna do for a 300 subscriber special?
I mean, you could like do like a fun live stream, maybe where you react to some of your videos, like maybe some of the older videos on like your second channel or something,
Oh,
or
God.
maybe on your main channel if you have any interesting videos to react to. I don't know.
Oh, God.
Reacting to old cringe.
I mean, see, his thing, like half of her old cringe has been deleted, so I don't know how
Oh.
far that's gonna go
But
necessarily.
it's still cringe. Like, the other stuff is still cringe. That stuff, Star Stable. Yeah, that's going to give me so much views because everyone loves Star Stable.
It worked for Alexandra Panda Nights. Still love that name. I never do sub specials. Yeah, I haven't done a sub special since 250. Not
Well,
not
no.
because I don't want to.
No,
Yeah.
there was the 1000 sub special sort of stream.
No, that was just the stream where I hit 1,000 subs 8 separate times because people kept on unsubscribing and resubscribing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't count that. That just happened to be the moment that I hit the milestone, not the celebration of said milestone.
Yeah. Treat Pops here.
Yeah. Oh, also Bon is still quoting quoting the song.
Please.
I will say if there's not a parody of that song called Detention somewhere in the world right now, there is something wrong with our existence.
But we should probably actually start watching the video. Because
Yeah.
I
have
agree.
no idea.
Yes. Oh, actually, hold on. Actually, before we talk about this, I've got a milestone to share of my own. Actually, because well, some people might have seen this.
You posted in the
but
Butterfly, so I saw it.
Like I said, some people might have seen this, but you know, for the people watching on live who weren't in a group call that only contains 4 separate people, one of which is myself. I was checking my analytics because I got a question from Pika and Anthony before, and it turns out though, because it tells you like analytics are most popular video, and obviously like by that account, I happened to see that the truth about Travis was at 19,999 views, and so now it's so now I'm pretty sure it's crossed over into 20,000. So that's my milestone for the day.
Wow, my milestone of the day. It's probably just me talking about how I'm not excited for Descendants 4 movie. I'm just going to.
That's not. I wouldn't call that a milestone. That's an opinion. So,
Well, I
you
meant
wouldn't share
like
your
getting
milestone.
a
You
lot
shared
of
like 200
views.
to 280. Yeah. Okay.
I meant like
Yeah.
getting a lot of views. Like that's like my the video that
Oh
gets.
well, Bon.
90,000.
It's
Hopefully
Bon is
20,000
it's probably
now.
on 20,000. A whole 1,000 more.
Is that the highest amount I've received on this channel? It is.
Yeah, let's see.
So,
Without further ado,
Yeah.
yeah, I had to
Oh.
like load the video first,
Oh.
but yes.
darn it, I was working on my transitions, man. Without further ado,
Okay.
on with the review. Bam. I'm good.
Just getting it right today.
Woo!
Recommendation: use headphones for better experience. Is this voice acted or non-voice acted?
Voice acted.
I'm
voice
so
acted.
tired. Yeah, we did a lot of.
Oh wait, it's voice acted. Should we bring up the bingo? Oh wait, no, I forgot. New format. I can't do that right now.
Did a lot of things. We should take a little
We're not
break.
even using a new format right now. What are you talking about? We're using the old format.
Oh.
Well, the new format of Restream. What you see on screen right now is not the same as.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought because I was like, we're using the format we've been using for years visually.
Not exactly.
Whew, I'm okay. Nothing happened. Nope. I'm okay.
You alright, KW?
I just got a notification from Star Stable. I was just updating it real quick, and I just heard like a nay! I was like, ah!
Nay! Nay!
Yeah, in case anyone's wondering, I think Aiden is quoting his lines as the mob boss of the horse mafia from Minecraft Adventures.
Yeah. Minecraft Adventures Season 2, Episode 1, I'm quoting specifically on Jacob Butter's channel, so not my channel.
Also,
not
yeah,
my
Bon
season
is
two.
Bon is quoting an inside joke right now for that only got established today as well. Anyway, also Fox is here. Hello. Before we continue.
Hola.
Right.
I don't know Spanish.
That is Spanish. Quit horsing around, KW. Yeah, just imagine if like all of KW's old stuff, their videos just full to the brim with horse puns. Fancy seeing you in the neighborhood today. That kind of thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Ponies
right.
season 3 or second movie, I don't know. Should have more horse puns, okay? I just want a character that just makes horse puns. It'll be hilarious.
I mean, we're into the Equestria Girls arc canonically, so yeah. Probably a good chance to actually relax on that stuff, most likely.
Horse girls. Literally.
At least while Sweetie Belle gets used to being bipedal.
I show you all my surprise.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering, what do you want to show us? Please
That's
don't let it be
surprise.
another pair of expensive shoes.
Okay, if that line seems out of nowhere, the reason he says that is because he and Mary last episode were talking about how I wonder what she's going to show us. Yeah, I bet it's another pair of shoes. So now he's bringing that back. Okay.
Baby back
Of course
rib.
not. It's something more exciting.
So, what is it?
Ta-da!
Shoes?
Facial masks?
And it's new. It came out
There are more face masks in there than there are people in this room currently.
recently.
Yeah.
Oh! She yeeted
Okay, I
them.
guess you could just throw them and then they return. You know,
They're like Pokeballs.
I was gonna say like a boomerang. Actually, it's JoJo Siwa's skincare line.
No!
Not JoJo.
Hey, JoJo Jiwa! No!
JoJo
JoJo
Jiwa.
Jiwa.
JoJo Siwa. Why are you getting the Jiwa?
No,
Who is Jiwa?
Whenever that is an inside joke. Whenever, because I accidentally called her JoJo Jiwa, so now I'm just like, you know what?
Okay.
I'm just gonna call her that because
okay.
she's
That
smart.
makes more sense. I thought you were just actually mispronouncing it for a second. I'm like, wait a minute, why are you mispronouncing her name? It's like her name is JoJo Siwa. This has been established.
No, I call her JoJo Jiwa. Cause who cares if I pronounce her name? Like I'm a nobody. She's not gonna come to my house and murder me. Like no, why would she do that?
Wow,
She's
you're
of
just being a
course loves.
hater. You're being a hater to the best pop artist ever. Totally.
I will say, I will say,
Totally.
if
Kidding.
current day JoJo Siwa came up to my house, I would at least, just like scream and back away for a second.
I
Especially if
was
it's, like,
a
a song
bad
of lyrics as
girl.
well.
I did some bad things.
It's like, I believe you. Please don't hurt me.
I'm inventing a new genre. It's called gay pop.
Yeah, that was an actual interview. It's like, girl, you didn't invent anything. That's just for years. A very long time, actually.
Yeah.
Arguably, the
I'm
whole
trying-
genre is kind of gay, but you know what? Technically. I mean,
I mean, a lot of it is very, very intensely supposed to appeal to the straights.
Listen.
At least from a marketing point of view. Maybe the band has other ideas, but we don't know about that. So that's their personal lives.
Well, it's like, no, you didn't, honey. No, you didn't. I know who technically has started around the gay pop industry. Queen, Lady Gaga, and all Madonna, and all those people.
Madonna. Anyways, let's keep going. I want to see these
Okay,
beautiful face
I
masks.
feel weird.
Yeah, this isn't it only used by girls?
Hey, taking care of your
Well,
face
I
has no
mean,
gender.
okay, technically it
I
is
thought that was-
skincare.
Yeah, I was gonna
But-
say I thought the thing would be weird, like the texture of the mask, but no, I guess it's the awkwardness
I mean,
of
okay.
fragile masculinity.
Personally speaking, I wouldn't want to wear a face mask because I hate things being on my face and like a
Facts!
thing.
I've
I
never actually tried
get
one,
wigged
so,
out
yeah.
by this. I'm like, this feels weird. I can't do this. Heck,
Mhm.
even when I had to put certain stuff on, like there have been like what is it? It's like sunscreen, like liquid sunscreen on my face. I hated it because I'm like, ew, this feels gross.
Is there another kind of sunscreen that isn't liquid?
There's a spray.
Oh, okay.
You can't use spray on your face though. You'll spray it in your eyes. So that's why you got to use like the cream liquid
I mean,
kind
people-
of stuff to like
People
lather it on.
are known to close their eyes when they spray things in their face, but yeah, that's true.
You're not supposed to use a spray on your face. It's meant to be that the spray is meant to go on your body everywhere except for your face.
Yeah, I totally know what you mean. Totally.
Okay, KW. Just because you got it sprayed in your face doesn't technically make it what you're supposed to do. It's not really great to do that. Sounds kind of painful.
I
It's like
mean,
it gets in your eyes, like it burns my
mean-
eyes.
do you put lotion on?
Not really. I've never been a lotion man.
Oh my god, let's go!
I hate the feeling of lotion. It feels weird.
Everyone thinks I'm so weird. I don't put lotion on. I'm like, have you not feel what lotion feels like? It's suffocating.
Yeah. I also hate when like lotion and stuff like that will be on like that whole stuff anyways, but it'll be like super cold too compared to your normal
It's
skin.
so stinky
Like it's like
every
why is
time.
it cold and feels
This
weird?
makes way more sense, by the way, Bon.
Well,
Unless someone sprays
yeah.
like this. But yeah, wait, they've got no free hands for to do that. Never mind.
yeah. Well, if someone's spraying it on your face, I guess, but you know.
Yeah, if someone else does it, then yeah. Oh my goodness, you know that one scene in like a bunch of anime where it's like, can you help me put on sunscreen, please? Sure.
It's got in my nails.
Okay, new idea for a harem anime. It's the typical format, but the main protagonist is not like they're
Is
not
oblivious
like either
and
bland or
stupid.
flustered. Yes, they're just too stupid to notice. They take everything to be like the most innocent expression. Doesn't know that there's like several people trying to go onto him at once.
Suffocated. It should have the opposite I said. Well, I literally call it skin glue. Because how it feels. Because literally every time I put lotion on, right? Just like, only a little bit because I don't want my body to be so sticky, but it's going to be sticky no matter what. So my clothes will get stuck on my body and I can't pull it away.
Very well.
Some of that face mask is getting in the corner of the girl's eye. Fox, I didn't know that till now.
There's okay, and also bear in mind, I know that the characters don't have noses, but if they did have noses artistically, this face mask would be covering their nostrils at this point.
Jesus!
You would have to
So
make
in this
little.
case,
You would have to
they
make a
are
hole.
suffocating. I mean,
You'd have to
unless they
make a-
move their mouths. Yeah.
They're a mouth breather.
I think you need to find a
Sure.
better lotion.
Just
It's all the
mind it.
lotions! I have used different types of lotions! Like, if there's a spray-on lotion where it's not so sticky, give me a link to Amazon! And I will get it!
I mean, I think it's more just the feeling of something on your skin that isn't your skin. That is just
This is
sitting
a
on
this is
your
a cursed
skin.
frame to pause on.
Yes. If this was
My
really
father
open, I would
created this
screenshot
product.
it.
We certainly would, yeah.
Yeah, you told me about that. Your father creates beauty products, right?
Yep. Since I'm his only daughter, he lets me take some of the new products to try with you guys.
Oh my god.
Yes, if I had a sister, then he would absolutely 100% refuse because I'm the only child.
Eyeless! Eyeless! Ah!
Oh right, okay. Yeah, I see that. I see it. Yeah.
What happened to his eyes, actually?
I have no idea.
It
Wow,
looks like someone
That's
painted
amazing.
his eyes.
I imagine your mother
You know
also
what?
used
I
the
have a
products,
theory. I have
right?
a theory. The animator, when animating, was doing like the eyes and stuff, but like accidentally forgot to put a model with the eyes on for that one shot. So
Or just couldn't like work out the logistics because they decided to put the eyes on after the camera angle had been made and not before.
yeah.
Which, by the way, is another reason to pre-render your scenes. So, yeah, that's probably what it was. I wish there was more camera movement. But yeah, there's enough camera angles. But yeah, this image here, after mentioning the mother, who presumably is probably dead, or you know, or they're separated or something. Yeah, this could have been like a good chance to do like a panning shot across everyone's face, and then go to Dylan's confusion, for example. So yeah.
Which protagonist, Vaughn? Because the only participant I see that is barely showing the memory is you know, the face mask or whatever. It's the girl.
But
I mean,
okay, Dylan's the protagonist. He's on the left right now.
yeah, but I can see his face mask.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
I mean,
Bon apparently can't.
I mean, everyone does have their face masks. Their face masks are just really light colored. I mean,
That's
Or
what
the-
they're supposed to be. Be supposed to not to barely see it. So like,
I mean, not supposed to keep it on either, but yeah.
well, you have to leave. Okay, so for what I know
Did I
about
say
face
something wrong?
masks, you're supposed to leave them. Oh
yes,
my
yes,
god!
you have to leave them on, but I mean, like, you're not like it wouldn't matter what color they were if you're not supposed to keep them on permanently. Is what I was saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dylan.
You know, I once saw like a Velma
Because-
theme face mask.
Okay.
It
Was
was
it-
cool, but also I didn't get it because I don't like face masks. Also, I hate the way the blush is animated there on the guy. It looks more he looks weird with it. He looks like he's sick. Like he's like
Yeah.
he looks more sick than like embarrassed.
It seems like he's it seems like what happened is that Dani decided to lift the blush up so it could be seen over the face mask. They correctly identified that, you know, you wouldn't be able to see most of the blush under normal circumstances with the face mask over it, and that was good layering. The problem is that in this case, yeah, it seems like, okay, let's just lift up that part. So
He
it's like,
looks
under the-
very
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel good all of a sudden.
Mhm.
Instead of oh no, I'm embarrassed.
Different
oh no, I'm
family.
embarrassed.
Just to be direct, I have to that. I don't care if you're fine with it or not.
No,
What? Okay. Oh,
wait,
right.
wait, rewind. Hold on, rewind.
Sure. Okay.
I just missed like what Dylan asked or whatever, and why. That's why they bring this up. That's why I was like so confused.
Yeah, you two were busy talking about lotions before. I was trying to bring it back to yes.
Lotions.
He said he imagines that her mother would also use the products.
Family.
Just to be direct, I have to that. I don't care if you're fine with it or not.
no, I never said it. Don't get mad at me.
Yeah, like
What?
That voice
that
acting was
was
kind of
not
great.
that was not the impression at all.
What
I
the
never
Someone
said
assumes
it.
you have a
I
nuclear
never
family
said.
does not mean.
I
yeah.
never said it.
Don't get mad at me. Head shaking violently. You can't see that.
Yeah, and also I have 2 dads, and I don't care if you're fine with it, even though you just met me right now, so you would have no reason to know that knowledge before now. So so I can see why you would have assumed not.
It's
But
giving
just in
me.
case, oh boy.
It's giving me that this book that I'm reading, where it's like almost every single chapter talking about how much he loved this girl or whatever, and don't want to be with a man and everything. I'm like, okay,
Well,
good to know.
To be fair, KW, you're reading a book called like Cinderella's Dead or something. So
I wasn't trying to spoil it.
dude, of course it's written like that. It's literally a satire of fairy tales. So of course they're like we're in like past 2015 era like commentary on fairy tales. They have to make it super painfully obvious that that's the commentary the whole time. Yeah, like have you seen any of the Disney stuff? Like go to Wreck-It Ralph 2. That they just have to overplay it to an obscene degree.
Well,
like,
well,
like
the story is more like of
I mean, listen.
You
All I'm
are
saying is, when you make a, it's the whole point is your the commentary of that. So
I mean,
No.
if it's being laid on a lot of the time, where she's really insisting, it kind of seems like almost like denial of some kind. That's what normally I would expect. Like, yes, yes, I am into women. That's right, all of the females, like that kind of thing. The more someone says, the more you think, like, why do you have to insist that so much? What are you trying to
this
cover
is a
up
book
here?
I'm reading. This is a book I'm reading.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, that's why I put you in the screen. Yeah.
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 No, it's not on the lyrics like no, it's supposed to be about so basically Cinderella is set for 200 years or whatever, and this king or decided to keep retelling the story of Cinderella where the girls have to go to the ball and get picked by a man or whatever, otherwise they will be dead or whatever, blah blah blah, stuff like that. And this main character, she's like, oh, I like princesses more than a prince. But apparently that's like not allowed, stuff like that, blah 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 and everything like that. But which is fine and all, but it just feels like if she keeps talking about like it's just I don't know, it just feels really, really forced. It doesn't feel like it's been of the fact that she likes, girls rather than boys and stuff like that. It just feels really forced on that because, the world they live in and everything like that. It's like which I get I don't know. It's just
Yeah, this is the kind of thing. If it gets brought up, if it gets brought up again, if it weren't for the fact of like I guess the social commentary, the societal repression, then I would say like, yes, clearly this is clearly coming up for something here.
Right, I know. She's like Takei talks about how much she loves this girl, Erin, and would do anything to protect her. And this girl is just like, I want to do what I want to do because I know I'm going to get killed. Or she's like, no, but we can't escape. We can't escape. And she's like, I don't want to escape. Or whatever. So like this MC character, the main
that
character,
seems more like a mental health commentary than it does it does LGBT one.
I don't want to leave this repressive life. I want to stay.
Well, that's because
that was
she
kind of 2015
was worried about
Cinderella.
get killed because her parents say, "Oh, you're going to get forfeit," which means she's going to get killed by the king if she doesn't do what the law stated or whatever, or try to escape and whatnot. And so the girlfriends decide to get a suitor to live rather than might get killed by the king or whatever. And I'm like, it's just I don't know.
This feels like the kind of book that Jane Austen would write if she'd been born 200 years later.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that just gives me that impression.
It's just
Normally, when I tell people that, they look at me funny and mutter unpleasant things.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. So, okay, those images like went across the screen a bit too quick. I think I saw there like freak, lesbian, and weird. How lesbian? How on earth? Just because she has, how does that make her a lesbian? That doesn't even make sense. What?
No clue. Maybe they don't
yes,
know. Maybe they don't know what the word lesbian means.
I was raised by people who like men. Therefore, I myself like women.
Yeah, wouldn't that mean you like men a lot more than a than just a regular straight girl. You love men to an obscene degree,
I mean,
I don't
just going really boy crazy instead.
know. Or is it like the whole the idea that gets thrown at gay men who don't have like a father figure around, like they take after their mom. But like even then, that doesn't really make any sense.
I mean, yeah, she clearly does not take after her mum because she does not have a mum.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, her mom would have to be lesbian at that point. I guess her dad could be like super straight, and she takes after her dad because she has no mom figure, and she's deep down looking for a mom. So that's why she looks for a girlfriend. That's why she's really into women all of a sudden.
Yeah, except we don't. Yeah, except if she actually were into women, then yes, that would actually make her a lesbian. But we don't know that yet. We've just met this character, and she seems to think like, oh yeah, this is stuff you should already know about me. What?
What do you mean? There's like tons of default knowledge you should know about this character without even learning about before. You should know about this character before. They have like a whole audio biography somewhere on the internet.
There is so much of history where queerness was never allowed that I think by the 2000s.
Oh, okay, hold on, you're reading a different comment, yeah.
Yeah. Second thoughts, instead of making proper love stories or mental dates completely, we overplay our hand. Eventually, will bounce out assuming things go in the right direction in history. Well, I just looked at the release. I don't know if this helps you or not be better, but just give you a little bit more information.
2016, I have a feeling.
No, Censored that said came out in 2020, the year of COVID.
Ooh.
July 7th, 2020. So I don't know if that helps with what you're talking about being better or not. That's why I'm just giving you more information. So
my headphones just turned off.
Oh dang. Wait, does that mean you can't hear us? KW, start swearing up a storm. KW, scream swear words.
Poop! Oh!
I could already hear you before.
Fudge! Wiener!
Honey iced tea!
People seem to have like clocked onto this yet, but yeah, people wonder like why my audio changes sometimes. It's when one device isn't working, Restream automatically goes to another. It's same with input and output. So my mic will change or my audio will change. So it just came out of a computer instead, so I can still hear you.
Oh. Fudge.
And you're still going. Okay. But back to what I was saying with Bon. I saw the word weird in that. So if the word weird is translated correctly, why is the title rare?
We talked about this!
Yeah, we did actually say that in a previous episode. It seems like Dani learned from their mistake, but obviously it was too late to correct the actual show because all the branding was done.
Oof. Oh, the text was still on screen.
Well, changing the subject. When do we get to take the...
It was just, that's all we get into that. It's just like, oh my god, let me tell you my tragic backstory. Everyone thinks it's weird that I have two dads. I feel so rare all the time. So anyways, on to the next topic of the sleepover. It's like, I mean, if you're gonna go into this, then go into it, but it started out like, too quickly, and it ended too quickly. How do you do that?
It's off.
Within 15 minutes.
We'll have to wait then.
But yes.
Oh,
my skins feel soft after that.
You should thank me.
That's what happens.
Your skins feel soft. Do they?
My multiple skins, actually. My Minecraft skins feel soft, actually.
Yeah, I sprayed my screen with with lotion. Anyway,
guys, we bought some ice cream for you. Do you want some? Come on, Selena. Wait.
Yes, many people have a dress up here sign, in front of their bathroom inside of their private space. So yeah.
Let me walk.
What was that face?
I have no idea.
Whoa. He's hallucinating. He's on drugs. The mask got in his system.
Okay, this looks somewhat supernatural now.
Are you sure this show isn't supernatural?
I'm less sure with this scene than I was before.
Oh, man, you're not okay. Now you're running fast. Oh, whoa.
It seems like a Music Freaks music video minus the music. Oh, right down to the effects on the floor. I can see like the reflection of his feet, which means that if there's a reflection, there must be a light source other than that one. So, okay.
A door.
I think it's about to like enter the bathroom itself, or not.
Where am I?
He's on
Okay.
drugs.
Mind palace.
I remember this
He's on
place.
drugs. Oh no. What? You're chasing yourself in a dream sequence. Oh god. Oh, this ain't being monetized for you. What? Oh.
What? What?
Oh,
Hey, wait, why am I in the middle? Oh,
no! Oh no! Jacob's dead. Jacob's dead, fam. Jacob.
While we wait for Jacob, hey, do you want to read when I send you in the private chat?
You sent me something in private chat. Okay, go.
This is the plot of Cinderella's Day.
I don't want to read all that. That's a lot of words.
Okay.
I don't like reading a lot of words.
I'm gonna read it fast. I'm gonna read it fast. Okay, here we go. Plot holes parallels to the original story of Cinderella. The kingdom of Prince holds an annual ball that the young women are required to attend. And the young men choose the young woman that they want as their bride. A woman has 3 years to become as their bride. A woman has 3 years. If not, she forfeits the right to get married and loses her connection to her community. If they do get married, some end up in bad marriages. Some will rather not get married at all. The main character Sophia wants to live with and marry her childhood best friend Aaron. For Sophia and Aaron to live like this, they will need to escape Marcellus. Sophia is sure that this is what she wants, but Aaron is not sure if she wants to escape. It says Sophia is befriended by Constance as descendant of the stepsisters in the original story. Constance recounts the history of Cinderella from her perspective, one that is very different from how the fairy tale is usually told. Sophia and Constance join forces to visit the fairy mother and to confront the king man for hoping to change these rules.
Yes.
It sucks.
Okay. So, I've been watching The Vampire Diaries recently. Okay, Jacob's back.
I had to reload the page. I for some reason it wouldn't like let me back in, so I had to refresh the actual restream itself.
I am like on season 2, episode 7 right now. It is a decent show so far. I'm somewhat enjoying it. So yes.
I need to get back into it. I think I was nearing the end of season 1, but I just haven't.
Wow, you haven't even finished season 1? It's on HBO Max.
I was busy watching other stuff.
It's on HBO Max.
Do you think the issue was the streaming service that it was available on? If he's already watching it, that already implies he's using HBO Max.
Nah, she was busy.
Jacob, get off KW's stream. Shake my head. Yes, it's the KWA stream where we're gonna spoil everything that's happening in Krypton Land season 2. So you don't have to watch
okay.
it.
So in season 2, we find out that Anna is now back to life and she's an angel. You see, angels are a thing. She's an angel fairy hybrid now, you know, and she's actually also developing like psychic powers.
That just kind of sounds like Taming the Battle season 2 put into you.
Yeah. Anyways, back to what I was saying though, and she also Mandy becomes a vampire. It's like crazy because she gets like bit in like season 2, episode like 7.
Mandy becomes a vampire and then starts writing a diary.
Yeah. It's like a thing, you know. But like, and then turns out Mandy actually starts developing romantic feelings throughout the season for Fiona. But Fiona also starts developing feelings for Mandy. But Fiona also develops romantic feelings for Pierce at the same time. So it becomes like this wacky love triangle, and like she doesn't know who to choose. But Pierce also still has feelings for Anna, but also has feelings.
It's a love square, actually.
Has feelings for Fiona, and it's like crazy. And Anna actually develops feelings for Duncan, and Fiona and Anna also starts hating Fiona because Fiona actually ends up becoming a hunter of fairies, even though she's part fairy, because she ends up hating her own kind. It's like a crazy plot twist that we get into. And the Dark Warlock actually becomes the Dark War King and starts ruling over the world. So like that's a whole crazy plot twist in the middle of the season. It's like
it sounds like Hawkmoth becoming monarch.
Yeah, and
Gets a promotion.
and the Dark Warlock becomes a demon at one point. It's like crazy.
A desert demon. We have to make sure. We
And Kendra also gets resurrected, but when she gets resurrected, she's like a fusion with Dean, if that makes any sense. Like her and Dean have fused into one whole being, where it's like Two-Face,
I
where
thought
it's like
meant like her
half
soul
man.
actually comes back, but inside of his body.
No, it's like it's like.
Oh, this is Dean Winchester. We're
It's
Dean
like
Winchester.
no, Dean from season 1. No, it's like he's cut in half. You know, it's like half the body's half Dean, but half another half's Kendra. It's like a crazy design that we've thought of, and it took ages to actually get it working. Because like we have to like post the characters on top of each other and cut each other in post. It's like a crazy thing that we're working on, you know, like Two-Face, but like their clothes are also cut in half, so it's like 2 different clothing styles.
Oh, don't think about the mermaid plot twist.
I actually know how to
Oh
do
my
that.
god, and yeah, and it turns out Pierce isn't just an undead knight, he's also a mermaid secretly. And like he actually ends up using his mermaid powers to like start attracting sailors, but then he also develops a crush on this one female pirate named Red. It's like this crazy one, and like there's this like dark elf named
Pyrus.
Turbine, you know, and she loves the idea of building airplanes, but she's also kind of evil, but also not evil. She's really a complicated character, but don't worry, she ends up actually developing a crush on Mandy. It's like this season has a lot of romance in it. It's like crazy. Like, so many love triangles, love squares, so many. Like you have to pick out the weave. Also, we find out that Duncan is related to Pierce, because Pierce is like his great grandfather. It's like a crazy plot twist, and it's like, oh my god.
So Pierce not only know it, but it was also apparently immortal.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, exactly. You know, all these amazing plot twists, as you could tell.
Aiden, have you drank anything caffeinated?
No, I was just trying to think of all the crazy supernatural plot twists I could think of. I'm just like, how can I make this crazy? Oh, also at one point, Pierce starts randomly just speaking French in the season.
Oh god. He's just like kept on rambling. I'm like, how is he doing this? Like, what?
Yeah, normally when that happens, I just kind of let people do their thing. Get out of their system.
Exactly. I mean, honestly, I kind of like the idea of someone being named Turbine now. I think that's kind of funny. I want to name someone Turbine.
Putting that into the Ninja Go / Harry Potter story plot that I want to work on.
Ninja Magic School plot idea. Specifically.
Also, Bon, yes, that was French. That was a song called Le Café by Oldelaf.
Bonjour. Oh,
Yes.
also, Bon, you would love to meet Adity. He knows French.
They already have. They've already met each other. Yeah.
Oui, bonjour.
Yeah, I kind of missed that introduction because I was off filming Walking Wednesday, but I checked Discord and was like, oh, wait, they've already met. Fair enough.
Anyway, let's go back to the video, shall we?
Yeah.
Please.
Huh? Where am I? Wait. I remember this place.
I like some of like the hair movement when they move, like the hair jiggles and like the necklace jiggles. Look,
I'm not actually sure if this was deliberate or not, but the fact that the past version has footsteps in and you know the future one doesn't, maybe because he knows like he's a specter or something. I don't know.
Slave.
Yeah, I have no idea what that's. Yeah.
Wait, where? Oh, why is that on there? Slave, you're a slave. It's like what?
Yeah, I actually have no idea. Also, yeah.
Back to your stupid.
Hold on. Read the different fonts. It's back to your country. It's like down underneath in the corner. Which is interesting because a lot of the students at this school are international. Oh wait, no, with mine, he's got a different school this time. So yeah, this is the old school. So maybe no one was international here at this point. And also we see, you know, in the corner, Rare. I think in the original flashback in episode 1, it was actually like in the very middle of the board. I will say that's a lot of chalk that it took to write this on the board.
I know, right?
And
like,
now we know that it wasn't actually just like his subconscious. Like this is like it seems like a past memory. So people actually wrote this, which explains the different fonts. I do appreciate that detail. But yeah, it does make me wonder, like, did they just use like the entire supply of chalk for this? As someone who used to go to a school where they still had blackboards, yeah, that stuff was like gold to teachers. It was like contraband that they constantly traded between each other.
The feeling of chalk?
The feeling of chalk?
Yes.
I mean, I used to play with chalk a few times, but I also really do not like it because I feel like it feels
weird.
Yeah, and I always wanted to get off my hands and stuff like that.
Like we have a chalkboard in like our kitchen or whatever. Mom sometimes writes down stuff when you get the grocery store, and I'm like, yeah, Mom, I cannot write on that. I hate the feeling of chalk. I physically cannot handle it. I'm like, nope, I ain't touching the chalk.
Yeah, now like years ago, I did enjoy it for a little bit, like drawing and stuff like that. But now it's just like, yeah, no, thank you. I hate.
Yeah. Also, good luck getting monetized with this video. This chalkboard. I know we didn't read it out, but still.
I mean, yeah, the more time we spent talking about chalk and going over that, the more time it's gonna get flagged. But anyway,
I like the glitching effect.
Boz says I like covering up my hands with chalk and then clap. Well, I actually like to do the thing where like the two different like chalk arrays that you would have just like bash them together. Same principle, just less messy. For yourself, for the floor.
No. Do you think the sad boy wrote all that stuff on the chalkboard?
Did the sad boy write all the things in different fonts for himself to make him sadder? I doubt it.
I
highly doubt it.
Listen,
Who hurt you?
It's nothing.
Your mom
I'm just thinking.
About what?
Your face.
We will be friends forever, right?
Also, this is Valery.
Of course. Nothing will separate us.
Yeah, not even if your eyes vanish like once before.
Yeah, he has no eyes. Why are the eyes vanishing randomly? Now, I'm gonna say this. Unlike the Music Freaks, where a lot of the background characters are purposely meant to have no eyes, this, in this case, is clearly a visual error.
Yeah, one that seems to have repeated itself. So no, we have learned nothing, Bon, it seems. Or at least not from that.
Have you learned nothing, JoJo?
JoJo! Bad girl.
Have you learned nothing?
I know. Yeah. God, I'm just thinking of all the miraculous slideshows of JoJo and her in the Karma outfit where she gets akumatized by Lila and Abby Lee because of all of that, and she's like, yes, Hakamoth, I am now Karma, and just see her rising
You're
out.
gonna make me cry. I'm gonna cry. Get out! Get out!
Dang, that sounds traumatizing though. But I just like the
I haven't seen any of these, but I can picture it. I
will show you this. Oh god, I mean, if I ever find one of the slideshows on TikTok, I'll send it. I'll send it to you in the Butter Bunch.
Sure. But now let's see. So it seems like because of this situation, it seems like we're gonna be friends forever, right? And I'm guessing that because Dylan's getting picked on, what Valery did to traumatize him is betray him in some way and be like, "Nah, I wouldn't be friends with that loser."
You betrayed me, and I know that you'll never feel sorry. The way I heard you talk to her as you sounded no better. You didn't cheat, but you're still a traitor. It took you 2 weeks to go and date her. You didn't cheat, but you're still a traitor.
Bravo, Aiden. Bravo.
That sounds like the famous "Friends, We're on a Break" thing.
We were
if
on a break.
Yeah, if you know, you know. But
if you know, then you know. If you know, then you know.
Also, that's another prime example, by the way, of when I just let someone get it out of their system.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if it just seemed like less focused today, or or we're going more off topic than normal. I'm not entirely sure.
I'm chaotic because I feel okay.
Well, yeah, chaotic.
My,
Well, yeah, we
listen,
know.
my
Pretty much
listen,
that's all.
my ADHD is acting up today. Okay, more than usual.
Seems so.
No, I'm just tired, okay? Because I accidentally fell asleep through BB
Oh,
Butter's
yes, eyes
live
again.
stream. Like, no, literally, I woke up, said her live stream was over. I was like, no! I was going to help her! No! I feel so bad!
Well, you at least helped by giving us watch hours on the Butter Bunch.
Literally.
I only get chaotic with gacha stories that don't make sense. So you frequently get chaotic then, is what you're saying.
Bless you.
That's sneezy.
You have to
I like the
sneeze
ball of
it?
energy, how it's animated. Oh,
Oh,
we're
God.
teleporting.
I'm so excited.
Wait,
Will
beef,
this be a mutual
beef,
feel?
beef. Okay, so see the sleeves there. There are actually sleeves in Gacha with the thin stripes that actually match with that shirt.
I think I
Like
might have
those-
said that before, but just in case, yeah, you're right.
Those sleeves look terrible.
It shouldn't be hard to say.
Why this?
You can do it, Dylan. Hi.
Oh no, we're back to
What's
text
up?
stories. We're back to text stories.
This isn't the first time that we've had a text story like this, but it is the first time it's looked like this. So clearly, he must have like changed his background somehow between like this flashback and before.
Is that like the alphabet behind it? What is behind it? Like, are those like weird looking letters?
It looks like well, part of it looks like the alphabet. Love looks like the Greek alphabet. It might be Greek alphabet.
Yeah. I
It's
see
Greek alphabet
numbers.
soup.
I
Yeah.
see two. I see,
Oh,
the
okay.
letters two.
It's Greek alphabet and number soup then.
With fast forward
Are you busy?
Eurovision songs. Don't talk about renter strikes. We don't talk about how angry I was with that one.
War.
What is it good for?
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
I literally screamed so loud that Jacob had to back away. I mean, like I usually sometimes get loud like that, but not that loud with Renter Strikes. Renter Strikes was like a whole nother level.
Yeah. Hey, are you busy? I got something to tell you or whatever. I don't
I
Actually-
really
like you. I want you. Do you want me? Do you want me to?
Also, before we move on, it seems like the phone border. This is just being a solid background. I think it's because like the floor wasn't properly designed, so it hasn't been taken into account.
I mean, you know, sometimes you gotta do what
Hang
you
on a
gotta do.
second.
I guess.
I've got to tell you something.
We didn't have to do it. That's the thing.
Yes, sorry.
Huh?
Are you gonna tell her
So
you?
I can tell you tomorrow at
Oh,
school.
I was about to be like, please don't tell her that you like her over text. I mean,
Yeah. Also, are you? Hold on. Are you busy? I've got to tell you something. All right. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, are you busy? I gotta tell you something.
Yeah, because I think that the yes sorry is meant to say like, you know,
Oh,
are you busy? Yeah, so that's what that means. It's just again, the way it was delivered, it wasn't entirely clear.
I'll be late tomorrow at school because I've got a family problem.
There, she's
You can
moving
let me know
away.
next time.
She's moving away.
All right. See ya
He's
then.
gonna confess his feelings, but then she's gonna tell him as soon as she gets to school,
Bye.
being like, "Hi, I'm moving away," and then it's gonna be like a sad moment.
Or she just won't show up to school, one or the other.
Sad, man.
Okay, Dylan. You just have to say I like you. It's not that hard.
I mean, I think a lot of the animation
For the
in here
moment.
is actually pretty solid. I mean, the
Um,
writing isn't
Random time to
very
bring that up,
solid.
but yes, you're right. Yeah.
The writing isn't very solid, but I think the animation for the most part is pretty solid. Besides the fact when they forget to add throwing eyes on certain characters in certain shots, but you know, I mean that's like that's the only time I actually have a real problem with the visuals. So far, the visuals have been pretty decent overall.
And the audio stuff has been fixed too, because the reason that I got sent this by Ghosty was because in episode 1 there's a very, very obvious audio error, and I thought, okay, this needs to be delved into. Like most gacha animators should not be writers. I have mentioned this before, but it seems like people will put their eggs into one basket, whether it's the story or it's the visuals, but they will rarely coincide, and that's why I say to those people, always pick story over visuals if you can. But yeah, the ones that do, that's why actually surprisingly, when I see like gacha animated projects, I actually it's a 50-50 where I'm like, okay, this is going to be like actually good, or people just going to be like swept up by what's before their eyes and not what they're actually is going into their brains. That's another reason to to look into the gacha animations a lot more closely than people often do.
Just have to wait.
Ooh, ambiance.
Oh, moonwalk backwards. Okay.
What is she doing here? She said she was coming later.
And I guess this means that she would have had a different lunch period to one that's on her schedule. I don't know.
And what is she doing with those people?
Really? So you never wanted to be friends with that weirdo?
Mm-hmm.
There we
I
go.
only did it because the director told me to.
Wait.
Okay.
The director?
Yeps. Okay. Again, another. In case anyone's wondering, another two words that are the same in Spanish are director and principal.
Oh.
Yes. So yeah, same word for both those. So again.
Oh yeah. Wait. Oh yeah. We had a discussion when it came to the Mutant Girl Spanish dub because we have issues with the alliteration with Principal Pearson.
Yes.
Because we can't really have it be like because there's not a P. It would be Director Pearson.
Yeah.
The only more direct comparison.
The only time we've ever localized our names in a dub, even if it's our own dub.
Yeah. Also, this is just one thing I think the animator should have done. So okay, so you see how the eye whites don't move, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What I think, what the animator or like person who made the rig should have done is attached the eye whites to the pupil. So when the pupil moves, the eye white / eye shine moves with it. That way, the eye shine stays in a consistent place whenever the eye is moving. If that makes any sense. I mean, that's the best way to do it.
Okay, sorry, if when you say the eye whites, I assume you're referring to like the highlights. Around the eyes, not like the sclera. Okay, just to clarify. Yeah. So yes, that's probably what should have happened. Also, I totally called it, by the way, as far as like her betraying that being him.
He follows me everywhere.
I'm gonna guess something. I'm gonna guess something. She's actually lying to them. She's trying to be cool,
Dylan,
but she actually does feel like she does have some sort of friendship towards him.
Yes, most likely. But also, Dylan has superhuman hearing. He didn't open the door to the cafeteria. He's still listening from outside, and she was not in front of the door.
Cafeteria is pretty loud. I mean, there were sound effects to show how loud the cafeteria was because all the people. So
exactly. He has his senses enhanced.
He has vampire / werewolf hearing from Vampire Diaries.
I thought you were gonna say
I feel like both of those creatures, again, because they're molded off of wolves and bats, they both have good reason to have super hearing.
No, they have good hearing, but just listen. I have to reference Vampire Diaries. I referenced a lot of True Blood when I was watching it, so I got to reference every show I'm watching as much as humanly possible.
Okay.
So, everything was fake?
Okay, you don't have to say that line.
I can't believe it!
Yeah, we got the
unnecessary.
Yeah, we got the impression.
You just have to have him crying and run off. Okay, you don't need to have him actually say, "Oh my God, everything was fake." Like, yeah, we just got that. I mean, anyone who knew anything would have, could have gleaned that from the dialogue. That dialogue ain't exactly subtle.
Don't tell is very oversharing. Show.
I don't know. I don't like that jingle as much as retcons. Retcons are good for me, and they're bad for me. Yeah, listen.
Well, okay, yeah, but we can't use the retcons jingle here because it's not a retcon.
Show not tell, show not tell. You got to show stuff, not tell stuff. Yeah.
Show don't tell. You better show not tell. Show don't tell because we like to see through your eyes.
I mean, you know what? That was actually a pretty good jingle, though. I mean, the ending lyric could use some work. But honestly, I like that jingle. That jingle like had energy and it worked.
Show don't tell. Show don't tell.
Gotta show and not just tell.
Okay, how about this? How about this? Show don't tell. Show don't tell. That's how you do a story. Well, I don't know.
You know what? Yes.
Yes. There we go. There we go. Bravo! Bravo! Bravo!
Idiot!
That's my top 10 jingle song.
Dylan?
Oh no.
Oh,
My eyes. I
oh.
cried my eye. I literally cried my eyes out. I didn't know that was physically possible.
Okay,
but
well,
the expression was true.
No, in this case, this is literally an anime expression where it's like you're like, you know how like the face shadow like gets on a little bit when you get a little bit upset. Like this is when you're very upset and no one can see your eyes because you're that upset.
What are you doing
You
here?
know.
No.
Hey, you cried your eyes out.
What are you doing
taking
here?
it. Oh look, see now they're back.
Now they're back.
Weren't you coming to school later?
Well, I
lied. I like you.
I lied and didn't think that you, who was coming at a normal time, would be around when I was also there at a normal time. I'm kind of
Yeah.
an idiot.
And like you didn't even make an effort to like talk about this in a private location. You talked about this in a cafeteria, which you know I guess gets super human hearing.
Yeah,
I mean...
she wasn't counting on the super hearing, admittedly, but still, there was always going to be a risk anyway.
You better show some
Can we talk in
respect.
private?
Also, this is just one thing that's bugging me about the guy's
Can we
design.
talk in private? There's no one here.
This also bugging me about the guy's design. You see how he has like that darker strand of hair?
I
Right.
was trying not to mention
Oh, yeah.
that.
Yeah, that darker strand of hair. The hair highlight goes over that darker strand of hair, and I hate it. Like I know that like the hair shine or like that hair highlight, like the hair highlight, the lighter one, is meant to show like light on the hair, or like show like some texture or depth or whatever, you know. But like I don't like how that the hair highlight goes over that little darker piece of hair in that way because I think it looks a little bit wonky like that.
Well, wouldn't if it's like an external light source that's like highlighting part of his head, wouldn't that also illuminate the part that's darker anyway in the same pattern?
I guess, but it just looks a little bit wonky the way it looks, if that makes any sense. Because like I know how the person did it. That if you pause here. So okay, so the rear hair actually has the hair highlight on it too. Unlike in regular Gacha, we have just the front hair has it. So the actual hair highlight that was made in Gacha was the darker part. But then they added a artificial hair they added a replication of the other hair highlight and put it over that highlight. So two hair highlights are technically from Gacha are over top of each other.
I wonder why they bother with that. I mean, I guess it shows there's more attention to detail, but I wonder if that's like narratively significant because otherwise I would have been like, well,
I don't think
what's
so.
the point?
I mean, I think it's just to make the character look a tad more unique and stand out more, which I kind of get because sometimes
I'm the main character, therefore my hair has a strand that is slightly different.
But at the same time, I just think it looks a little bit wonky and it doesn't work as well, especially because again, when two hair highlights overtop each other, they're clearly not meant to overlap. They're not ever like Gacha wasn't designed for them. Like artistically speaking, wasn't really meant for them to overlap in the first place. For at least the way the base art style of Gacha works.
More unique.
More unique, you mean more rare.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Although I like the girl's pose in the back with her hands behind her back.
I guess.
Isn't it?
What do you mean?
You think I'm a freak too, don't you? All the smiles and hugs were fake, right?
I don't know what you're talking about, Dylan.
Oh my god!
Oh, snap.
He heard you!
Really?
Okay, hold on. So, wait a minute. Whoa.
Wait,
so
when did he record this? He didn't
so-
take out his phone to record it. When did he record this message?
I think
yeah,
it's
so
gonna be
even-
in your head.
Yeah, like but despite the fact, why would it be in her head that he plays a recording of what she said?
No, like
his own
really try
flashback.
but I don't know. Actually, I just realized.
Okay, so yeah, so the real question is, despite the fact that by the way, his eyes are gone again. Despite the fact that the door was closed, so it would muffle any sounds, and that she was far away, which would distort things further, and that you have a bunch of background noise, namely a bunch of teenagers, all having lunch together. Kind of makes it seem weird that you get this like crystal clear audio recording. Not since Home Alone 2 have I questioned the author, like the accuracy and authenticity of a recording device
he took
so
He
much.
took this video from YouTube and he found this video in the future on YouTube and
So someone
he
filmed the video. So someone filmed her saying these things about him, uploaded it, then he
No, the actual episode. The actual episode, he has godlike powers where he actually has the ability to break the fourth wall. So he took the downloaded video off YouTube and clipped that audio and downloaded it on YouTube and then played the audio. That's how it happened, Jacob.
You're breaking Jacob. You're breaking Jacob.
Well, he broke the fourth wall first. It's not my fault he broke the fourth wall.
Assuming he did, obviously.
Listen, he's a god, obviously.
Let's just continue.
So obvious.
The animation is so smooth. Why can't I get at this?
The writing's horrible.
Did I miss that? Have you started animating your videos in this way? Because I don't think you've done I'm pretty sure this is tweening. I don't think you've done tweening before, Treat Pop, unless I've missed out some videos. Maybe. Maybe I have.
No. Here's the thing. You know what, Treat Pop, trust me. If you want to get good at this, start with your grammar. Start with your storytelling. Start with doing simple animations where it's not going cray. And then you can reach this goal. Because otherwise, if you don't do, check your...
Or do short/music videos if you really want to just do this part, but yeah.
Yeah.
Wanted to be friends with that weirdo?
Mm-hmm. I only did it because the director told me to.
Wait.
Now, he follows me everywhere. Poor me.
Wow, what a crystal clear, audio quality. So glad he has that.
Also, don't use AI.
Well, oh right, you're still talking to Treat Pop. Okay, yeah. We're not saying that this would use AI. We have no evidence for that.
Yes, you said.
It's because Treat Pop mentioned this before.
Don't use AI to make your stories. It's going to be terrible. It's going to be sucked. The world's going to hate you if you use AI. That's why we have such things as protests.
Why, oh, why would you use AI? That's my jingle. Okay. But yeah, that wasn't. Yeah, okay. It's because previously Treat Pop has mentioned something to any VOD watchers out there. Treat Pop mentioned something about AI in the past, so that's why that got brought up now. Anyway, so now we have her processing this while it seems like the most inappropriate music to underscore this scene plays.
Wait, I can't.
No, you won't explain anything because it's all clear. I can't believe I fell in love with you.
That's some actually pretty decent acting from Dylan's VA here.
Did you fall in love with me? I leave you alone. See you in the classroom.
That could seem abrupt, but she kind of realized that nothing that she said in the situation would fix anything, so she decided to give him space.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm guessing he passed out? What?
It was just a dream.
Okay, it was a dream, but we all remember this started because he was standing in front of the door, getting ready to get changed, right? So did he pass out while that happened? How did we get to this dream state?
Are you awake, Dylan?
Wait, the school!
You're awake, Dylan. Ah, I'm glad you're doing okay, I guess. We won't take you to the hospital after all.
Wait,
Everyone get up!
wait, you see my post says treat much responsible. No, Eli mentioned you saying about you wanting to use AI. That's how we know.
Yeah.
And plus, we've
Be
been following
late.
Maddie's posts.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, like a couple of back and forths with Maddie on the matter, so yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Leave quickly, so I can do my skincare routine. And I have to leave quickly, or my parents will scold me.
See you at school then.
What do parents know? So,
Second day of school, huh?
that was a very slow transition. Not sure what that was in aid of. And we just got a different transition that was much faster. Great. Oh, second day of school indeed.
Mary has not arrived. Where is she?
I don't know. Did you not walk with? If you didn't walk with her, then chances are you wouldn't have she wouldn't have arrived yet, unless you left earlier. And if she left earlier, then she's been kidnapped currently.
Hi! I was in the cafeteria, and I brought some candy. Do we want some?
I was in the cafeteria before first period, and I bought stuff.
So, did you have fun at the sleepover?
Yep. It was the first time I did something like that.
Well, we should do it more often, don't you think? But in another house. What do you think yours?
I've got to ask my sis.
I think about say, what do you think of yours, or what do you think about yours? Which also, by the way, that is how you would say it if that line was said in Spanish. Que te parece la tuya? But you need like one extra word in the English one, which I guess Dani would not have known.
But I'm sure she'll agree.
How did they meet so quickly?
What do you mean, how did they meet so quickly? You always meet people quickly.
Why?
You become friends with them so quick. Oh, wait, no, I got it now. Okay, so in Spanish, the word conocer means to meet someone, but it also means to get to know them. So how they get to know each other so quickly is what she was trying to say. Okay, now we're starting to see the translation issues. Okay, this is what I'm used to.
Jealous because you're too beautiful. I don't know.
Oh, all right.
Wait, I don't care about that. What does Dylan want to tell me? Guess
Last time he said that, I traumatized him. I better be careful this time.
I'll wait until lunchtime.
Good morning, class. In a few minutes, we'll start the class. And Mary,
Way to use class twice in the same sentence.
Miss?
could you help me organize these folders, please?
Also, could you find my animation, please? I seem to be stuck in the off-screen realm.
I'm coming!
That'd be literally it. Also, fourth wall breaking. Not gonna lie.
I think we almost made a fourth wall joke about the fact that like characters couldn't sit down for a while in Aiden videos, but he worked that out now, so we don't need to. See, there we go. There's a panning shot. We could have used that earlier.
Lunchtime, fine!
And I guess we fade past a set of empty lockers to encounter these two at a set of full lockers that look identical to the empty ones. Kind of makes you raise the question, why don't you just have them in the scene with the empty lockers?
Let's wait for the others.
Dylan?
Oh, yes. We need to talk.
He forgot, now he's playing hard to get.
I'll be with the others.
So...
I'll be direct. Sorry for treating you this way. I'll give you another chance. I don't want to ignore you all year. So feel free to talk to me whenever you want.
Yeah, this would have been better if she'd approached him about this. Although I actually did try that before. What he should have said here is that he accepts her apology from a couple episodes ago rather than making one of his own. Because that kind of seems like the episode's framing it in the sense that he's supposed to be in the wrong, which he really isn't.
No!
I'll forget everything that happened.
Wow. I don't know what to say.
I don't know. Maybe, thank you?
Okay, go give her a
Thanks,
hard time.
Dylan,
Why not?
for the second chance. I really appreciate it.
Also, why did you say those things? Roll credits.
Dylan, are you coming? Of course he is, you Dumbo. Who else are we gonna give the tour to anyways?
You've got a good point.
Wait a sec. Well, I don't
I was gonna say, isn't Valery also new here?
want you to give me the tour alone, so I'm inviting you. Take it as a VIP ticket.
Alright, pilot.
Let's go then. If you don't catch me, you'll have to give me today's homework.
Hey! Don't be a cheater!
I just have to give him the homework that they would both have been handed out? Because they're both at school? What? Sure. Okay. Another episode complete. Thanks for watching this episode. And hold on, I can't read that. All help with your subscription is welcome. You know, if you're having trouble with your subscriptions, then all help is welcome for you to be able to subscribe, is what that means. Either way, thanks for the 1K. All support is truly appreciated. Well, see you in the next video. Okie dokie. And yes, so that was it. That was Rare episode 4. That's like the Ryan George sketch where his cat learns to talk. It's like, oh, what? Oh, gee, you want to give your cat like human vocal cords? Like, yeah, human vocal cords. Yes, absolutely. Okay, all right, come on, Mr. Tibble, say something. You know what? I'll show you that after we finish talking about this.
All right.
So, this episode. Okay, so last episode, you know, when we went to like, you know, Dylan's backstory, some of that stuff, you know, I would not have like phrased in the way that it was, but ultimately, you know, it's aside from Mary's parents being, you know, kind of insulting, a lot of that made sense. We got to like the personalities of some of the other characters. We got an insight into Dylan. He seemed to open up a little bit, and like a little bit of a montage right at the very end of a sleepover, and then immediately to credits, which was weird. But you know, at least we got the montage. This episode, however, the sleepover continued, but not really much else happened in it. And what did happen seemed to happen while Dylan was either passed out or somehow he was just like the only other option is that he decided he was like on autopilot. Has anyone seen Click, the Adam Sandler movie? He just like was on, he just put himself on autopilot while he was like going around in his own memories, but still getting ready for bed. And he just, while that was going on, he was just like, and in his head, it's like, I'm sorry about this. I just shouldn't mean to betray you. I don't know. That's that to me, you know, I do raise a question. It's nice to know what happened with Valery. Admittedly, the way that like we phrased like the trauma before, I thought it was gonna be something far worse than it was. Still, I can see why it'd be traumatic to have your only friend betray you in such a fashion. Don't get me wrong. It's just that, yeah. So yeah, I understand it. Again, the logistics of how he worked that out and how he was able to hear it and get a recording and everything, just no. And then afterwards, oh, it was all a dream, you know, because people tend to tend to be able to go into their memories in real life. Of course, it was a dream, you goof. And then
Well,
yeah,
I
and
feel
then after that, the apology part from which was equally problematic.
I feel like the part
slow.
saying was that was a dream. Sometimes he can, like, if it felt like really real to him, I feel like he went back in time or something like that, then yeah, I could see why he kind of felt like was that a dream, or was it, because you do have those kind of feelings sometimes when it feels so real, everything feels so real and stuff like that. But again, I could always be wrong about that kind of stuff, where it's like, well, yeah, obviously it was a dream, you dingbat or whatever. But
Yeah,
it just really just depends how it felt to him. Like, how does he feel like when it was like, was it really a dream?
yeah. Either no dream or otherwise, we got our answer. It just happened to be that even though there's a curiosity, the most curious thing was the translation errors making their way back again. Again, this is what I was saying before about the fact that just because gacha videos look visually polished and you can clearly see the detail went into the visuals, it still doesn't help if it's built on a foundation that
Wait, is the
doesn't
video
support
over?
it. Yes.
How did the video end? I mean,
that's a bad sign right there. Clearly, even people who are watching this can. I mean, he did say his ADHD was acting up, so maybe he just didn't notice. But yeah,
he probably went to go poop.
No, actually, I went to go poop. I was on the toilet for a while.
I can imagine.
I have bowel issues. Hello.
Aiden, based on what you said before, I'd be more concerned if it was like super quick. So that part we don't need to know necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, as at how slow I thought we were going, I thought I would come back and it would be like we're like maybe like 2 minutes left or like 2 minutes pass into the video, but no.
No, it seems not. But
did it explain why he hallucinated all that stuff, or no? Was that not explained?
No, it didn't explain why. Well, okay,
you're dreaming while awake. You see like a ball of light in real life, and then
what we didn't explain is that how he like entered that state and what was going on in
the
meantime.
Did you I mean, if you really wanted to, you could probably you could have had a cool visual effect where maybe he started feeling woozy because he I don't know, maybe something triggered anxiety, started feeling woozy, and then like kind of passed out. And then as you fold back, the background faded to black, but he was still on screen. The background around him faded to black, and then Dreamham woke up on the floor, and then it's like, and then that's how we transition to a dream, rather than give a very clear, concise transition.
Yeah. I mean, I guess to emphasize this. I would say that I was gonna say like in Drama Club, the way that we've dealt with like Lester's blackouts is I just end up like shrinking down the image, like the ringing starts and something, so it's like a gradual thing where you clearly see like something is wrong and we're going to get to a point where it's gonna like appear somewhere else. In this one, it seemed like I guess he sees the white orb that is late for a very important date and follows it down the rabbit hole. I don't know. However, episode 1 actually did this far better because we did see, like a little bit like how his vision seemed to change and how he pictured on the board what we now know was a memory and not just his psyche acting up and being a little bit.
I mean, another way of it, how it could have happened is, I don't know, like a line or two was said that like caused like a brief attack or something, and then we blink, and then he blinks, and then it's like, and now we're into like a dream sequence, and then at the end of this episode we cut back to him, and no time has passed in real life because he was just having a mental flashback due to like anxiety or something being triggered, and we were just seeing what he was like remembering or like thinking about.
He was about to go through a door at the end there. How cool would it have been if he went through that door and what was revealed behind it was the bathroom he was supposed to enter before the sequence started.
Yeah, that would have been a cool way to transition it in and being like,
Yeah.
huh? You know, like this whole time he was just like having like a mental panic attack and just like
Yes, like
remembering
it all
all the
happened
stuff.
in an instance, but we saw how it how
Yeah,
the
but we
brain
were seeing it in
processed that
real
much
time
faster.
rather
Yes.
than, you know.
That's how the human brain does that, so yeah.
Quick science question.
Yeah.
Sure.
Do you know those like ceiling fans you have, right? You know, that like, you know, spin, makes some cool air and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know those like strings you can pull to turn the lights off or the fan off or stuff like that?
Uh-huh.
So can the air that the ceiling fan is making, can it move those dingly things?
The things can
Not to the point where it would pull itself down.
the things can't. I mean, the air in the ceiling fan can cause like the little like strings to like sway a bit, but it can't cause it to like pull it because when you pull the string to like activate it or deactivate it or slow it down or something like that, you have to require a bit more force than just a little. You have to actually like kind of do a human pull.
There's a mechanism in a lot of them where like you pull it down to a certain point where it clicks, and that's how it works.
Yeah.
And you can't do that without like a
you
human
can't do that.
force.
Yeah.
Well,
like the air can't naturally do that.
Okay, because I'm
More of an
just
engineering question.
I was just looking over at my ceiling fan, and I saw the strings are going like spinning around like crazily, like this.
Well, I mean, depends on how fast.
Yeah, this is really
spinning.
this is really an ADHD episode, isn't it? Because I was expecting to tie that back into the video some way, but no.
No.
Okay.
Like that. It was literally going like this. Now
Yes,
it's slowing down.
we see what you're doing.
Okay, but also wait, how did the scene end after he revealed that he heard everything? How did that scene end? Since I wasn't here.
He played a crisp, clean recording, despite the fact there was
in a noisy cafeteria,
muffled audio. Yes, and far away.
Without, you know.
I said this at the time, but not since Home Alone 2 have I thought, you know, this is not how this would have worked.
So then what happened?
He woke up from the dream. Everyone was getting ready to go to school. Mary gave him some candy, and
what?
Valery...
So what? He just had like a mental blackout.
They went no. They went to the school first, and then Mary, who was sitting next to him in class, had gone to the cafeteria and got him some candy.
Yeah, and then Valerie was like, seriously, like, oh, how they get to know each other so quickly. Wait, I shouldn't be upset about this or whatever. Like, jealousy kind of feeling, you know. And then they talk, and he's like, I am sorry, I'll forgive you, I'll give you a second chance, and we'll just forget about the past.
What did she do to him to like indicate that she's worthy of a second chance?
Because she apologized.
In previous episodes, she did try to come up to him and apologize.
Oh, okay.
And tried
so
to,
it's about to be a little bit like, please don't tell me he just randomly forgives her, even though she didn't make any real effort to like go out of her way to really show how.
I just remembered one part of last episode that I didn't like was the fact that the sister actually seemed to be like, oh well, you know, you should forgive her. I'm not gonna let's say what she did to you, but you know, it's more of a case of like, you know, how people will say to children, oh, you know, whatever's happening, you know, say sorry and move on. It was that kind of thing, but it was not. It seemed more extreme at the time.
No.
He took that advice to heart, and so that was why he arranged to talk to her in the previous episode, and this is the talk that he had right now.
I mean,
so it seemed like he was at least ready to forget about what happened, or at least try to.
I don't know. I mean, after what she said, I don't know if I would fully ever trust her, even if she did learn and grow after that experience.
Yeah, I would have at least asked why she did it as well.
Yeah, just like, was she saying all that stuff just so everyone would stop being mean to her? So, you know, so she got her cake and eat it too, like, so everyone would ease up on her, but she could still be friends with him, you know, and like, so she got have it both ways, but like, that's also not very fair to him. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. After if someone actually said that stuff you know, if I like about me, is like, yeah, no, that ship has sailed. I'm sorry, I don't trust you. You're gonna just do it again.
You,
Even
I
if it's
don't
been a while,
trust
I'm
you.
like,
You,
oh my god,
spoke some lies and not truth. Yeah,
what?
you.
Okay, but here's the thing. I don't know. After that flashback, I haven't seen the show, but I still just don't like Valerie. I don't care if she's had issues in the past. I
I
don't like
don't
her.
care. I hate you. I don't care.
Listen, I mean, maybe
It
I
kind of
don't know.
reminds me a bit of the Southern Raiders episode of Avatar, actually.
No!
I mean, okay, so I will say, for what I have heard and stuff, I guess maybe while I'm not as sympathetic on Valerie's end compared to, it's just because we haven't seen any of Valerie's POV, or at least I haven't personally seen any of Valerie's POV of the
No,
whole
we're
thing.
in the same shoes as you.
Well, actually, no, we're not. We did get a little bit of her trying to like reach out in episode 2, but where she seems to randomly speak Italian, so the same way that Dylan randomly speaks Spanish. In one scene just by herself. The rest was from Dylan.
Because here's the thing: the main reason why I bring this up is while some potential rekindlings can work, when you don't like the fact that we haven't seen, or at least I haven't personally seen a lot of her POV. I don't, I mean, she can verbally say to him whatever she's been through or something like that, but it's a bit different than seeing scenes of her alone or scenes of her with other people talking about how bad she feels about the past. That's a little bit different, And it's just one of the things where it's like I personally would have to, after seeing that flashback, I was like, I personally would have to see more of her POV and more of her past, and her individual feelings and stuff to actually ever really truly forgive her, or from
I
a
actually
character
like that
perspective.
we don't see her POV too much, because it actually makes us raise the question as if we were in Dylan's shoes with that history with that person, would we
I personally
want to
would.
forgive them, and why? So yeah, you stated your reasons. I personally, I would be open to talking about it, but would not forgive that easily. And say someone else watching this video, because I haven't heard KW's perspective, someone else watching this video might think, oh, well, no harm done in the end. You've said you're sorry. Let's move on to the same way the
Oh
sister
no,
wanted.
that's definitely not KW's POV. We have had conversations.
No,
with
I'm
people.
not saying that is KW's POV.
Yeah.
I'm saying that because I don't know KW's POV, I'm using the third example of people
I mean,
watching the
okay,
video.
I'm gonna compare this to the Music Freaks.
Sure.
Why from a perspective in the Music Freaks, I as a person am able to see that show and be like, okay, I guess maybe Jake does deserve a second chance, purely because we get to see Jake's POV, we get to see flashbacks, and we get to see redeeming qualities, and we get to know more about about his reasoning and just the kind of situations he's in. So that's why from my perspective, I would be able to easily do it, versus compared to some like Haley's perspective, which is a completely different, kind of thing, because she hasn't seen all his struggles. She hasn't seen all that stuff. She's only seen the bad. Therefore, she hasn't,
Well,
so
that's part of how story conflict tends to work in those situations, because in the case of Jake and Haley, we know a lot from their internal thoughts, their POVs, and everything to do with each other. So that, from both of their sides of views, it makes sense why they still have animosity and why the drama sort of works. In this case, it's a different type of conflict device. We only get presented with one version, and so we have to think to ourselves, okay, from the perspective of the main character in this case, because the main character is one doing the forgiving, unlike in Music Freaks, where it would be
main
the
character needing
protagonist.
to be forgiven.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, so in this case, that's why this version also works, and it's probably better for this story than it would be for the Music Freaks.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I kind of just want a full-on flashback episode with Valerie. Mostly seeing her whole POV on these kind of events. Heck, we could even reframe a lot of scenes she was in here, reframe like the cafeteria scene. Maybe you get to see more of that. Maybe see maybe a bit of remorse for what she's saying after she says it. Maybe like, or like when she like walks away from the table, she like looks sad for a moment. She's like, I mean, I feel bad that I said that, but if it gets them off my back or something, like, and that could technically help, expanding on Valerie, but it could be framed as her telling all this to him and giving a better explanation, or an in-depth explanation of her or why she did what she did.
So for my POV, it's just like this depends on certain situations, because I'm in like quite a few situations where I cannot able to forgive a person, or being like, hey, let's talk these out and see where the miscommunication came from or whatever, and we're able to forgive each other. Like today, I decided to talk to someone because I realized I made a few mistakes or whatever, and we talked these out or whatever, and now we're on good terms. But then, of course, I'm in a situation where I told Aiden and asked a question to Jacob about it because I was in a situation or whatever where I cannot forgive a person because how much it hurt me so badly that technically I was almost depressed for 2 weeks because of the whole situation, because I was not in an okay mood. And so I cannot forgive a person for what they did to me, no matter what they say to me. It's like, it just honestly really depends on the situation for me. Honestly, depending if they deserve a second chance or not. It really is depending on the situation for me.
Okay. Also, I gotta go now. I know we're at the end of the stream, but I was gonna do something with my mom, but I kind of delayed that for a bit. So yeah, I gotta go now.
All right. Bye bye.
So this video was interesting, although the writing for the most part was. Yeah. Anyways, bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
I guess one thing we didn't actually talk about towards the end, the voice acting was pretty okay for like most of it, and again, Dylan's VA surprised me with that crying scene.
No, that crying scene was like top-notch acting. I feel like that's like one of his best acting. Whenever him crying, shouting, and feeling like heartbroken and stuff like that, it felt really real. Honestly.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess on that note, we'll leave things here for some time. Let's let that story simmer for a bit, and I guess process the trauma. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. Subscribe to us already, and on that note, until next time.